TikTok lives to see another day. As an acting coach, I know that posting clips of your acting online is one of the best ways to get discovered, because my agent found me through acting videos I posted online. And that's how I eventually was able to book my first role as number 2 in Stranger Things. Today, I'm reacting to acting TikToks, giving them a score through 10, and at the very end, decide who I think would have the best shot of getting signed by an agent and being noticed. Shit. He starts at a 27. I will say this, guys. Compare this to Tobey Maguire in Brothers. You'll see why this is too much. It sucks to be cheated on. Would you scream at the top of your lungs in a car with snot and spit coming out of every orifice? No. The stakes are way too high. They're way overblown.
How could you do this to me, Anna? You are my wife!
He is still flexing his grief muscle. Most of the time when an actor is just letting the tears fall and there's nothing going on in that zone, it means they're using a tear stick or they're just trying so hard to cry without actually feeling the emotion.
How could you do this to me?
His poor voice. In terms of TikTok acting, I would put it as a 10 because it's the most high stakes acting you can get. In terms of film acting, we're looking at this pretending as though it's an audition tape. It'd be like a 7 out of 10. I would feel as the casting director like he's trying to impress me, not like he's actually living in the truth of the situation. But it would still get him a callback. He really could be a phenomenal actor. Very few actors are able to have a breakdown to this extent. So if he learns how to bring it down, he has a lot of potential.
I know you're a psychopath.
You know, you should never tell a psychopath that they're a psychopath.
It seems as though she's using like a trending TikTok audio. You're never gonna get an agent by submitting clips where it's not you speaking.
It upsets them.
Are you upset?
The grief muscle was flexed, which is good. She let her eyes kind of anchor the scene. If I'm rating it out of TikTok acting, I would say a 7. It's good, but it doesn't really make me feel anything. It's not like it's a difficult thing to look sad and then look into the camera like a creep. If we're pretending as though she's only using TikToks, obviously like a 4, maybe a 3 out of 10, purely because we need to hear your voice for it to make sense.
Look, I'm no chef, okay? In fact, I'm nothing special at all. But this is what I like to make when I'm sad.
Similar energy to my all-time favorite shorts creator, Caitlin Riley.
This is a Grandma Angie recipe. Damn, that woman knew how to live. She always said,
Nice
soup isn't a
reflection
meal,
though.
it's a feeling.
It actually is really good. I think she does a perfect job of it clearly being satire, but also playing the realism of the character. What makes it funny is not the actress showing how cringy it is, it's how much the character actually believes what they're doing and saying. In terms of TikTok acting, of course, 10 out of 10. In terms of film acting, I would say 10 out of 10. There's a lot of shows that capture the same tone, that have this kind of sardonic take on life, and I think that she could easily get an agent with a couple clips like this put together. We see a caricature of a character, not like a character type. She might have other TikToks that show more layers to her. I would ask her to kind of make sure she has strong headshots and knows what character type she primarily plays, instead of just parodies of characters.
You don't know anything about your mother.
She was never here.
She was a beautiful, crazy, fragile, wonderful woman.
She deserted us.
She loved us.
That was love?
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay, then why did she leave?
I don't want to necessarily give this note. Overall, she has a striking presence. Her eyes are connected, right? But the grief muscle isn't activated, which makes it give I'm trying to cry, not me actually experiencing it.
She tried. She
She wasn't here.
tried.
She was never fucking here.
Me being in the industry, I can kind of tell that she's selling it, not experiencing it. You might be listening to this being like, Tristan is dumb. This is so powerful. Listen to this on mute. Strong acting will make you feel something, both when you close your eyes and when you mute it. Most of the impact I guarantee you're feeling is because of how incredible Emmy Rossum delivered this monologue, which is not to talk crap about her. I think she's great. I've seen her before. She's very fun to watch. She has a very interesting perspective. But with this specifically, I think that it's the dialogue and the audio that is carrying the weight. If you'd like me to help you with your acting, from improving your technique all the way up to actually navigating the business side of this industry, then apply for my online acting school, the Acting Lab. You'll find it linked in the description or linked in the pinned comment. And if you qualify, you'll be able to start a 7-day free trial. So click the link below to see if you qualify.
Staying up all night with Ian when he had chicken pox. I washed Carl's shitty diapers. I picked lice out of Liam's hair.
In terms of TikTok acting, I would say it's a solid 8 out of 10. In terms of like film acting, I do think it's stronger than the other girl, so I would say it's a solid 6 out of 10. I would be very surprised if she didn't have an agent. In fact, I'm like 99% sure she does. She has a great look. She clearly thrives in character types kind of like this. She's great, just not as connected as she could be.
Diane, are you there? Diane, I need you.
Jack?
Diane, thank God, Diane. Okay, Diane, you're gonna save me, right? I called you and you're coming to get me?
Jack, why did you call me? I live in Chicago. I can't save you.
This TikTok does a beautiful job of communicating how important relationship history is. Every audition, every performance, you can get away with doing zero prep if you are crystal clear on what the relationship is. The relationship is the thing that informs every single choice that you make in a script. For TikTok acting, I would give it 8.5 out of 10. It's not like we're seeing a performance, we're seeing a choice. And so I would need to see the rest of it to be able to bump it all the way up to that 10. Still strong. I like the message that it makes. 7 out of 10 for the same reason as the other girls. I'm aware that you get more views by using trending audios. However, me as an acting coach, if I'm looking at it purely from a film acting perspective, I can't pretend like the vocal side of the performance isn't equally as important as the visual side of it.
I've told you a million times, Michael.
10 out of 10. She has an agent. She's a phenomenal actress. I'm like a Caitlin Riley stan. She's phenomenal. 0 notes. I'm gonna watch it for fun, but obviously.
Listen, I'm either wearing a nondescript shirt or an army jacket. There is no in between. You bet your bottom dollar you're never gonna see me in heels. Why? Because I need to find the equation.
She's also just a phenomenal writer. The bet your bottom dollar.
I've got it.
And she includes every aspect of the performance. Like all of these other TikTokers, it's just in their face, right? In this, we saw she even added this comedic element to the way her character moved of, oh, I need to go. She just has a fully rounded understanding of not only the facial side of acting, but also the physical side of it.
I'm a woman, but I'm a scientist. I can't be good at my job and be nice. What does it mean? What does it mean?
She's incredible. 10 out of 10 TikTok acting, 10 out of 10 real acting. She's a legend.
I like your ears.
Weird facial expression to start with. Is he about to throw up?
Mine? Mm-hmm. Thank you. I like your spots.
Really? I used to cover them up, but, you know.
Oh, that was very quick. It does kind of come off as though he's trying to be like a little cutesy. And I say this because I did the exact same thing in a lot of my old auditions. Kudos to him. I guarantee you, I only notice it because I come from doing that thing. Otherwise, it's grounded. For TikTok's sake, I would say 7 out of 10. It's really just a choice. It's not like an actual performance. Again, his voice isn't in there. So when you start to look at it from a film acting perspective, unfortunately, I have to go all the way back down to 6 out of 10.
You always let your emotions get in the way. That's the problem with you, Lorelai. You don't think.
Mom, please.
He's just a man, Lorelai.
No, he's not.
Oh, so what are you telling me? that this was all worth it because he was the love of your life.
The main note is you're not actively listening to her. You're kind of zoned off in your own world. It's not the most interesting choice you could have made, and it also doesn't match the way that Lorelai is delivering her lines. And so I think that you can be more engaged with your scene partner.
This was the man for you.
I don't know. He might have been. Excuse me.
Overall, solid, way better than I was at day 61. So if you somehow happen to watch this, keep just showing up and you're going to get where you want to go. In terms of TikTok acting, I would give it a solid 6 out of 10. With film acting, the rating feels harsher than I would normally give it. For this instance, I have to give it a 5 out of 10. Honestly, I don't think she's ready yet. I think that she needs to still practice more, kind of learn to make bolder choices, learn what her character strengths are, get some good headshots, and then she might be ready for an agent. Oh, call me Chris. She's awesome.
Oh, Baby Gap just called. What? They want their clothes back. Come on. Oh, wait, I got another call here. Yeah. Oh, it's a troll doll from Walmart. Yeah. She says she's pressing charges against you for identity theft.
For the sake of keeping it educational, she doesn't have any room tone. Room tone makes it to where you don't have the abrupt shifts and background noise when you cut from angle to angle. Essentially what you do is you record a couple minutes of room tone that you put underneath all of your clips. You mix it so that it's slightly louder so that when you cut from angle to angle and still have the room tone consistent.
Yeah, you look like an idiot, dude. What did you just say? No, man, because I was just saying she... Shut up, okay? She's beautiful, she's smart, she's kind. But you just get out. Dude, seriously? Yeah, fine. Thank you. Thank you. Get lost.
It's strong. It's acting that you would find in a Disney Channel show, but would feel a little bit too much for like a traditional show. I'm not trying to say it as a roast. I'm not saying she can't do traditional one-camera comedy acting or anything like that. It's fine for her audience. For the sake of TikTok, obviously, I would put it as a 9 out of 10 because I can see the joke being made. And most of the time in comedy, you don't want to joke the joke, which just means you're trying too hard to make the joke funny instead of trusting the joke itself is funny. In terms of film acting, for the right project, it would be the exact same, 9 out of 10. I'm sure she has a manager because she's like a major creator who I think out of everyone that we just saw has the best chance of getting an agent. So if I go ahead and exclude everyone that I think already has an agent, the person I think is the most likely to be able to get an agent from just looking at this TikTok would be Louis Anderson. Check the description if you want me to review your acting as well. And in the meantime, if you want to see me roast my own acting, then click this video where I break down my Dexter audition for the prequel Dexter Original Sin.